Welcome to Life in Times of Cotto. I am your host, Jay Cotto, and in today's segment, I want to discuss being a spark in someone's life unexpectedly. Like I've said to you guys before, I deal with people on a daily basis every day. Tremendous amount of people on the daily basis. Um, and again, it's always kind of like putting your best foot forward for everything that you do, for every person that you come in contact with. And the reason I'm speaking on this today is because I came across someone the other day that not that there was anything odd about the person, but the person just sat in front of me. We were discussing certain things and talking about certain things, and we got into a conversation about this and the show that I do, and um how it's meaningful to me, and what my goal is. And what my goal is just be the average guy on the block, or in life, just talking about daily takeaways, talking about daily things that I learn through my marriage, through my children, um just seeing people every day, learning about people every day. And my goal is to reach as many people as I can and just kind of let them know that, I'm a regular guy like you, and regular people like us can do things. There are things that you can do. There are, you're not lost. You know, you're not average. You do have something to contribute to the world. And I just want to that's my goal. My goal is to show that someone like me, who's just a regular guy, does have something to contribute to the world, does have something that is meaningful to give people. So anyway, long story short, telling the person about what I do, and my thought processes, and how I see life and how I attack life, and just kind of you know how I approach things, and that person was really happy in hearing something like that. And he walked away thanking me for the conversation, thanking me for making him feel better that day, because something was actually affecting him in a negative way. And what I said, and what we spoke about, was uplifting for him. It was something that really resonated with him. And this is why a lot of times I always say, like, you are you the best version of yourself that day? You never know who you're going to come in contact with. You never know how you're going to affect the person that's in front of you. You never know if you're the spark. You might actually be the spark that person needs to have the best possible day ever. You might be the spark that changes that person's life forever. Right. So, and that's kind of why I always think like that, and I always approach things like that. It's like, am I the best version of myself right now? Am I saying the things that I need to say that's going to be helpful to this person, or am I going to say something that's damaging to this person? And if that's the case, then I'm going to reserve that, because I'm not in the business, or in the state of mind, or the type of person that looks to tear people down. um I don't like to do damage. I want to uplift. I want to move people forward. I want people to know, like I said, an average person, a regular guy, can do things, can be meaningful to the people of the world. And I appreciate sitting here being able to do these things. And I'm hoping, if I get one person that watches this and takes away whatever it is that they could take away on the daily basis, and they just love my content, and they just love what I have to say, that's all I need. That's worth it, because I was the spark for that person. And that's where this is a huge deal. I mean, and I hate to jump back to COVID, but I'm going to jump back to COVID for a second. Um, COVID changed a lot of things, and it basically turned the world upside down and changed the status quo. It changed everything. It started to become, well, the world was running in a way where, oh, you can't really do that. You can't really work from home. You can't really do any of that stuff. And guess what? COVID changed that and made it so that, yes, you can work from home. Yes, you can do all these things that the average person felt like they had no ability. It did change that. As bad as that was, it did give everyone an opportunity to reinvent themselves to reinvent the wheel to some degree. And again, as bad as it was, and I hate to bring that up, that's the truth. The truth is it changed how everybody does business. It changed how everybody attacks things. I mean, yeah, it did make some people weird, right? I mean, you were cooped up for like 6 months, but the truth is it did change the status quo. It did change the world in a way where what you thought couldn't, you now can. So be that spark. Be the person that that person needs to make the change in their life. That's all I got. Do what you do it well, do it the best way you know how. Jay Cotto, and I am out. Peace.